It is the 2024 Euros which is taking place in Germany, and of course the German team will be the host of this year's showpiece. And on today's show we are going to look at the broader aspect of which players are going to take this competition by storm, and we have several of them lined up for you, and we are going to go step by step discussing each player's form coming into this European competition. And on stage today I have Coach Maish, who is going to help me dissect all the nitty-gritties concerning these players to watch out in this year's showpiece. Well, Coach Maish, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be around, and I like Sportent TV.
Well, a pleasure also, Coach Maish, to have you on board. Well, before we move on, remember to view, like, subscribe and share, and also drop a comment on the comment section down below. Let's get interactive across all social media platforms, and on Facebook I'm at Molo Collins. Give us your views and thoughts, and I'll be sure to sample some of them on our next show as we keep tabs on the players to watch in this year's showpiece. Well, of course, the number one player that we are going to start with is Cristiano Ronaldo. This is a 39-year-old Portuguese striker, and this may most likely be his last showpiece on the international level for Portugal. Well, Coach Maish, Cristiano Ronaldo is coming into this tournament a very informed player, and he has taken the Saudi league by storm, and overall he has scored a lot of goals, putting him as one of the best scorers in this season all over the world. Coach Maish, Cristiano Ronaldo for you.
Well, when you talk of Cristiano Ronaldo, then you are talking of the best player that has come in the football arena, and one who is composed, who has achieved, and I do believe that every time he steps in any game, he's always breaking records. So we expect a lot from him, even in this tournament, because it might be his last, and you know, it's always good to preserve the last for the best.
It's always good to preserve the last for the best. And of course, the last World Cup that Cristiano Ronaldo played for Portugal, it wasn't a very good outing, and somehow he ended up being frustrated at club level for Manchester United and also in the national team, and many wrote Cristiano Ronaldo off, and many were really urging him to retire, but he managed to prove the doubters wrong, and even came out stronger this season, outscoring everyone in that international platform. Do you think that this could be another competition for Cristiano Ronaldo to try and show the world what he's really made of, or is it that he has done it all and there's nothing more to prove?
Ronaldo, obviously, when he comes to any game, he has a point to prove. So eventually you will just find Ronaldo as one of the best. He wants to give his best, and this time around I think he will want to win on this, and at least retire from football on a winning streak. So I do believe being in the league of Saudi, most people might write him off, but then we can see even in the friendlies that they've been playing, he's been scoring. So I do believe the coach has confidence in him, and going forward, I think the Portugal also sees him as a father figure, and they are looking on him to deliver even in this tournament.
Well, the Portuguese team is looking for Cristiano Ronaldo to deliver the goods for his national team. Well, let's move on to this France player in the name of Kylian Mbappe. This is a 25 years old who was just signed for Real Madrid and will be putting on the Real Madrid jersey for the season 2024-2025. Kylian Mbappe has been in the limelight since he was 17 years old, rather, from Monaco up to date in PSG. What do you make of this player, Kylian Mbappe?
Kylian Mbappe is one of the best players, and given his age, then he has got a lot of time to play. So I do believe that he is also coming out here to prove something, that even though he played for Paris Saint-Germain, now he's going to Real Madrid. I do believe he will try to tell people that, look, here I am, and I've got something in my sleeve. So I do believe he'll give the best. Automatically, he's one of the best players, and when he goes out there, when it comes to speed, when it comes to scoring, he's out there with the best, and I do believe he'll give his best. Kylian Mbappe. He might also as well become the top scorer, if not Cristiano Ronaldo.
Kylian Mbappe may come maybe the top scorer in these years. Shop is going by the statements by Coach Maish. Now, is it another stage for Kylian Mbappe to try and show his talent? Because at the last World Cup, many were rooting for Kylian Mbappe to have that golden boot. Could this be another good setup for Mbappe to try and show his real talent for France national team?
Yes, of course, opportunities do come, and when they come, it's always good that you step in and give up your best, and eventually, yeah, just enjoy football and be out there and know that football is about teamwork, and if at all everything is everybody is looking unto you, then you got to step up as one who's the best. So I do believe right at the moment Mbappe is up there, and he's got something to prove, and this time around I think he'll come out shining.
Well, Mbappe will come out shining, and he has achieved a lot at his young age, only 25 years. Well, let's move on to the England talisman in the name of Harry Kane. Remember that Harry Kane, in the just concluded Bundesliga, he was named the best top scorer in that league. The 30-year-old former Tottenham striker. Well, Harry Kane has really done well for England, being one of the best top scorers for England, but in his career we've seen that he hasn't had much success in terms of trophies. And do you think this is another motivation to try and push him even harder to try and win probably his first silverware as a player?
And England has a saying that this time around it is coming home, and you just kind of feel sad for them, because every time they step out, I think it's like this media hype always makes them look like they are winners, and yet they don't have what it takes to win. So you can just tell, apart from last time when they reached their final and they were eliminated by Italy, now I do believe every time they step on the ground, there is so much hype, and that one also takes away the quality of the players that they do have, and they got to lean on that quality and leave alone the hype that the media is always trying to portray.
Well, you've just heard it from Coach Maish. The Three Lions has all it takes to go all the way and live this year's showbiz, which is taking place in Germany. Well, let's move on to the evergreen Kevin De Bruyne, who turns out for Manchester City and also plies his trade in England. Coach Maish, Kevin De Bruyne, a very good assister in the sense of creating those chances and straying those passes in that middle of the park for the Belgian team. Do you think that he can translate his Manchester City form into this Belgium side and try to improve it in terms of everything going forward?
De Bruyne is a very dependable player, and everybody will wish to have him in the midfield because he can shoot, he can give a pass, he can locate long passes. He's very good at seeing the through passes and everything that football has to do. Then De Bruyne is out there, and eventually you kind of see that given the support that he has, then I think Belgium are also one of the favorites to lift up this cup, although that will depend on their motivation. And I do believe right at the moment, if they have got the motivation, then I think they are out there with the best.
Of course, Belgium is out with the best, considering they also have the likes of Doku in their fold, and talent has never been an issue in this Belgium side. Well, let's move on to a very experienced box-to-box midfielder in the name of Toni Kroos, who has been really at the peak of his powers for a very long time in terms of national team and of course for Real Madrid, which he plays for in Spain, and most probably this could be his last outing for the Germans at international level. A very good passer and a very good ball holder for that matter in that middle of the park for Germany. Coach Maish, Toni Kroos.
Yeah, when you see somebody is going out of return, then the coach just calls him and says that you've got something that I want and you can't do it. So eventually you can see that he's got something that other players don't have. He's got the experience, he's got football know-how, and you kind of feel that this time around, because he is giving his last, it might be a good dance for him. So I do believe that he'll give out his best, all his best, and give German a smile. Because right at the moment also you shouldn't underrate German, because they might as well be one of the favorite, given that they are playing at home. So most of the time when German are playing at home, they've got this belief that this one, we won't let it go.
Well, Coach Maish, you really put it out in that perspective, and of course Toni Kroos is a marvel to watch. Well, let's move on to another player in the name of Lewandowski, and this is a very lethal striker for that matter, and will be turning out for his Polish side. Well, many are saying that if Lewandowski could be in a team that has been really drilled well, for example in a setup of maybe Spain or maybe England or better yet even Germany, then Lewandowski could have lifted so many trophies. Do you agree in that matter?
No, I do believe that's true, because when you see, even in everything, they always depend on Lewandowski, and you can see that he's the one who's standing out of every player. So when they were qualifying, I think they were the last team to qualify.
Yeah.
So you kind of feel that he's giving everything that he has to bring this Poland into the football arena, and every time he plays, he's a marvel to watch. But then you can see that he doesn't have backup. So that's why people feel that we wish that he could be playing for another team other than Poland, because we don't see Poland having the likes of Germany, Italy, and England. Now, even their league we don't hear so much about them, even when it comes to Europe. They always disappear early before the tournament even begins. So I think they've got to pull up their socks. The Polish league, they've got to pull up their socks.
Well, Lewandowski has a lot to prove, as this may be his last match for Poland, because of late he has not been really being at that big level in terms of service being provided to him by his teammates for him to try and notch those crucial goals for his Polish side. Well, the last player that we are going to look is a very young man in the name of Jude Bellingham, who currently plies his trade in Spain with Real Madrid, and this season he has really managed to take that Real Madrid side to another level, and of late he has just played his first final for Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League, managing to lift his first European title with Real Madrid. And of course he has really been doing well also for his international team for England, and this being his first ever international competition for his country. Do you think that Jude Bellingham coming into this competition is in a lot of pressure, considering that he's only 20 years old?
Yes, I think, as I mentioned earlier, the England are bringing in the new, and they are doing away with the old, except for a person of Ken caliber. I think the rest are just people who didn't feature much in that England squad. So we can see that sometimes trial and error is good, but then given the way Jude Bellingham has been playing, even in Spain, it is proof that he's out there with the best, and he's trying to discover himself, and such kind of a person is always good to have in your side as a player.
Well, that is Jude Bellingham for you, and these are the major players to watch out in this year's showpiece. And if you think that there's a player that we've not really included in our list, then you can drop your comment on the comment section and also suggest a player that you think that is a player to watch out for this year's competition. Well, that has been all from me, and of course my other pundit, Coach Maish. And as we bring this to a close, Coach Maish, your final words in seconds as we bring this to a close.
Well, I think expect anything in this tournament, because in any competition there's a point to be proven. So I do believe that Cristiano is there, Lukaku is there, Mbappe is there, and we are going to have a very good showpiece, and just sit down and enjoy. Just have your popcorn with you. Thank you.
Well, sit down and enjoy. Those are the final closing words from the very able pundit, Coach Maish. Well, I've been able, smaller colleagues. Let's do this again next time.